Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss encapsulation with polymorphism. In previous video, I have discussed inheritance and polymorphism. So in this program, we will also use the polymorphism, or you can say method overriding. So let's start. Actually, in this video, I want to say very different and very unique thing that I have never discussed in my videos. So, in this video, I will discuss public, private, and protected access specifier. So, this in this program, I mean on right hand side, you can see that I have already created a video on this topic, like two list objects. So, this is here. You can check. This is my class attributes, and here I have given no underscore, so this is my public access specifier. But on the left hand side you can check I have given double underscore while defining or while creating the this is my class attribute. So while creating the class attributes I have given double underscore before name and age. So this is my public, no, sorry, not public. Actually, this is my private access specifier. And what is the difference between public and private? So I will tell you the difference between public and private. Okay. So let's start. So first I would like to say that if we don't use any underscore, then it will be public. That means public access specifier. And if we use double underscore, then it would be private access specifier. And what if we use only one underscore? Then it will be protected access specifier. In this video, we are talking about only public and private. So we will just discuss these 2 points. Later on, maybe we will discuss protected. So we know that this is my class key, and this is my class key and followed by class name, which is student, and this is my constructor parameterize. This is my constructor, and I have four parameters like self, name, age, grade, and self refers to the current instant. Actually, I have already discussed this program, so you can check here. These are same. I mean, I have already constructed here construction. This is my constructor, and this is self, name, age. These are three parameters. Here also self will refer the current instance. But the main difference between these two files is in public access specifier, I can access each property using, actually, I don't need to use any specific method to get the value of each property. But on the left hand side, when I need or when I want to get any property value, I have to use a specific method. It could be get name, set name. I mean, I can use the method name as get underscore name or get underscore age. Or if I want, I can use set underscore name, set underscore age. So, what is the basic difference? This was the basic difference. As you can see that in line number 8, I have written like self.name, self.age, self.grade. So here I want the value of these three class attributes. This is my properties. So I want to get values. And for this reason, I'm just using one method, display underscore info. Also, you can check in left hand side. I'm also using the same method display underscore info to get the self dot underscore underscore name, self dot underscore underscore age. But in the right hand side, I am getting it easily, very easily. This is my liberty that is that will be provided by the public access specifier, but in not in the case of private. So here you can check. I have defined methods to get the name, age, and methods to set the name, like set underscore name, set underscore age. So this is a very common thing that I have told you. So one more important thing, to get or to access each properties in public access specifier, we have to use a special or specific method. Like you can see here, I have used the get underscore name method to get only the name. Again, I used get underscore age method only to get age. And in line number 15, I have used set underscore name. This is my method only for name, and set underscore age only for age. So in this left hand side program, we have to define a specific method to the specific property. To get the value of specific property, we need to define specific methods. Okay, there is a question which is arising, why we will use the private access specifier instead of public access specifier. Actually, if we use a public access specifier, then anyone can see our anyone can access it easily. But when we are using private access specifier, no one can easily access this. That person have to use specific methods. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is, while working on the public access specifier, we don't need to use any specific method to get the properties value, but on the left hand side, to access the properties of private access specifier, we need specific methods for each one. So this was the main reason. Okay, so let's move to the main part. So here you can check my main program. This is a menu driven program. We have some choices like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here I'm using infinite loop. So we have already worked on the infinite loop and the menu driven program. So okay. So you can check here, 1 for insert student, 2 for insert teacher, 3 for display all, 4 for update person's age, and 5 for exit. First, let me run the program. I'm going to terminal, new terminal, and here Python underscore 5 encapsulation .py. So you can check here, I have given, or you can see the menu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it's asking me the choice. So I will run my program here. Okay, let me explain. One very important thing is what? I missed out. So now I'm going to say this that once in public specifier, if we want, we can set the name, and after that, we cannot change it. Like you can check here. This is in line number, in line number 20. Yes, in line number 24. So here, this is my reference. Sorry, this is my instance student, and I am calling the constructor here. I have already set the name, age, and grade using the user input. And after that, we cannot change the name. But in the public, private access fiber, we can change it using the methods. For that reason, we have some special methods: get underscore name, get underscore age. If you want to get the name or age, or if you want to set the name after using or after setting the name, also we can change using the method set underscore name, set underscore age. So first, let me run the program. So you can check here. This is my menu, and here I am asking the user to give a input as choice. That means enter your choice, and this would be by default of type integer. By default of type string, and it's going to store in the variable choice. So you can check here that the if choice equals to 1, and this 1 is in the form of string in double quotes. Why? Because this is a by default of type string. So let's start. If I choose here 1 as my input, then what will happen? So you can check, it is telling me, or it is asking me the user, insert student name. So 1 for student, insert a student. So I'm going to insert a student name like Tanvi Kumari, asking me the age. So age would be suppose 21, and grade would be A. So what is giving me? Student added successfully. Actually, we have done this type of program previously, so it is not very difficult, but still I will discuss it in this video also. So what is my first choice? I'm going to show you my first choice. So this is my first choice. In my first choice, I'm going to ask the user. That means I want 3 inputs from user like name, age, and grade. And I'm going to store all these, or actually I can say here I have created the reference student. And this is my class name. This is my instance. This is my instance student, and this is my class name. Here I am going to call the constructor. Before this, I would like to show you the program first. You can check that this is my first class, this is my second class, and third class. For because you can check here that I am going to inherit the properties of person in the class student. That's why I have given the name of the class person within parentheses, so that I can inherit the properties of person. Again, while working on a teacher class, I am going to inherit the properties or the attributes of the class person. So as I am working here on class student, so I will show you. I need to show both the classes. So here you can see that in class student, that I want to say that when my command will be here on line number 78, that means when my control will be here, it will directly go to the line number. Which line number? Line number 29. That means the constructor will call. Here I have constructed, this is my constructor, so it will call, and you can check self name age grade. These are all parameters, and this is my self, which is referring the instance student. So let me show you when my control will come here on line number 78, the command will go to line number, which line number? Line number 29, because this is my student class. And you can check here, I'm given the constructor, this is my constructor, and name, age, grade. These are three parameters. But we have not defined here the class attributes. So we will use the super method. So here, using the super method, I will call the constructor of the parent class, and this is my parent class. This is my parent class, and here I have already defined the constructor, that means self name age. So name and age, I will access the property or class attributes with the help of inheritance from the parent class person. So using super method, we will call the constructor of the parent class first, and second point, we will get the value of the class attributes of parent class. So it will get the value, it will access the value of the name and age. But the grade is a class attribute of student itself. So here I have to declare the attribute grade. So I have created this, declared this self dot underscore underscore grade, assigning operator grade. So we will get the details of student name and age, and also grade. Now if we want, we can again choose one as my input, and then I am going to add more students. So suppose I am adding here Mohit Das, and the age would be 20, grade would be B. So student added successfully. Again, it's giving me the menu. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this was for the only student. That means I have already only inserted the student details. And where it will get stored? It will get stored in this list, because I have created here one reference called people of type list, and this is my empty list. So whatever data I want to store, it will get stored in the people, in the key value pair. Like name would be my key, and value would be my, sorry, name of like Tanvi Kumari would be my value. So in this form, the data will get stored in the people list. So let's move to the next part. This was my first choice, and what if I choose to? So I will get option to insert the student detail, teacher detail, and to store the teacher details. Again, I have to use the parent class as well as the teacher class. So first, let me hide all those things. Okay, wait. So when the command will come here or the control will come here, it will directly, admin, the command will go to the line number 45, because here I have created the instance. This is my instance teacher, and this self will the refer this instance. Again, in choice number 2, I asked the user to give name, age, and subject of the teacher, and then this teacher details will get stored in the people list with the help of append. Okay, so you can see here in line number 45, I have name, age, and subject, but I have just declared the subject attribute. I mean class attribute, which is subject, but not name and age. So I will inherit these two properties from the parent class using super method, as we have done in the class student. And you can check here, because I have already given within parenthesis person. That means I will use the properties of person through inheritance. So let me show you. This is my constructor of the parent class person, and I will access these two attributes, class attributes, with the help of super method. That means with the help of super method, first it will call the parent class, second it will access the values of the properties of parent class. That means name and age, and you can see that the subject is itself, I mean subject attribute is the attribute of class teacher. That's why I have declared here the self dot underscore underscore student assigning operator subject. Okay, so let me run the program. If I choose here 2, so it will ask me the teacher name. Suppose I am giving the teacher name as Rohit Das, and the age would be like 36, and he taught Python. So the teacher added successfully. To get the details or whatever data we have stored, how can we get it? So for this we have to choose 3. Let me do this. So you can check here, each details get stored here in my list. And how it's possible? So here we are using method overriding. As you can check that in in for class person, which is my parent class, I have declared uh, I have created the method display underscore info, and here I'm going to ask the it will give me the name underscore name self dot underscore name, self dot underscore age. So for teacher, it will pick the value from here, and whatever data I will provide, it will get stored in the people list with using the append function with the help of dot operator. Okay. Let's go to the def function. Sorry, display underscore info method. So here you can check to display the output in this manner. I have created first here in the display underscore, sorry, in display underscore info in the parent class person. And again, I have defined this method in the teacher class also, or in the student class also. This is called method overriding. I am using the same method to display the information in the three classes. That means first person, then student, and then teacher. So this is called method overriding. Now let's move to the third choice. What is my third choice? My third choice was display. So to display the information, we will use the decision making statement. So if not people, that means if there is no element or there is no data present in the list, then it will give us no record to display. Else, if there is any data present in the list to show, then it will first iteration will take place here, and first time when iteration will take place, it will pick the data present in the people list and will get stored in the variable p. Again, the iteration will take place and it will pick the second value present in the list or second data present in the list and will get stored in the variable p. So in this manner, iteration will take place until all the data are not get stored in the variable p. So we will use the method display underscore info to display the information. Let me first show you the complete program of this. You can check here. When we are working on the teacher class, this display underscore info method giving me the name, age, and subject. So using the method display underscore info, we will get the output in this manner. Not only for teacher, also for the student. See, display underscore info, name, age, and there is grade. Here grade is also present. So let's move to the fourth choice. What is my fourth choice? Fourth choice is update person's age. If I want to update any person's age, we know that to do this, first we have to, actually we have specific methods get and set. So firstly, I will go through the decision making statement. If there is no data present in the list, then it will print no record to update. That means if there is no data, that means no student, no teacher in the list, then on which we will work or we will update. So at that time, update is not needed. But if there is any student or any teacher present in the list people, then we will create a variable, or you can say I am going to ask the user if data present in the list, then I will ask the user to give the name of the person whose age you want to update, and by default it will get stored, it will be of type string because input is a inbuilt function of Python. So whatever data we will get, it will get stored in the variable name underscore to underscore update. And now, firstly, we just taking that this is false. I mean, there is no student of that name. Suppose I have given just here Tanvi and Mohit, two students' name, and one teacher, Rohit Das. But if I give a name like Shania Kapoor, then there is no name or there's no data to update. So this will give us false. But if there is a student, sorry, if there is the name present in the list, then iteration will take place and it will pick. Actually, it will check first through the iteration that whether the person is present in the list or not. And it will pick one by one data and will get stored in the variable p. Then again, we will use the decision making statement like p dot get underscore name. If the variable that we have created here, name underscore to underscore update, is match with the method get underscore name. Here we have given this. You can check here get underscore name. And actually we have defined the method here and it will return me the name of the person. And as we are inheriting the properties of person class in the student class, so this would be a student. Or it can be a teacher also because we are inheriting the same property, or you can say that we are using person class as the parent class for both the student and teacher. So it will check whether the name is matching, actually not matching, wait. So by using the get underscore name method, we will check. As you know, in the choice number 3, we were using the display underscore info method like this p dot display underscore info method to get the information, to get the data present in the list. So using the method with the dot operator, we can access the data. So that's why again we are using wait. So here we are using the get underscore name method and we will get the name present in my list and we will check whether the name is matching with the name to update or not. If it is matching, then we will set the new age and we will first ask the user to give us the new age and it will be of type integer, it will be of type string by default, but here we are going to typecast using the int function. So it will be converted into integer. Now again, using the set underscore age method, we will set the set the age of that student or teacher. So here p dot set underscore age will be we are using it to set new age of that person. So now we can get the age updated successfully, and if and after this it will show us true, and if not, then the loop will break. Or the person, if the person is not found, then person not found it will show us. Okay, let me run the program and I will clear it all. So I'm choosing 4. Now it's asking me to the name of the person whose age you want to update. Suppose I'm giving a name like Somita. So it will first check the name is present in the list or not. So it's telling me person not found. It's giving me person not found. And if I give the name like Mohit Das, then enter your choice Mohit Das, invalid choice. Please enter between 1 to 5. Oh, sorry. I have to choose 4 here. And now it's asking me the name, so I will give the name Mohit Das. And you can check it that it's asking me the age. Why it's asking me the age? Because behind the scene, it already checked that whether this person is present or not. As the person is present in the list, that's why it's asking me the age. So firstly, I have given the age as 36. You can check here. Sorry, 2020. I have given the 20. So right now I am going to change the age with 21. And if now I enter 3 as my input, then it will give me the records and the age would be changed. So let me hit the enter and you can check the age is already changed, 21. So in this manner, we can set or we can get. Actually, we are just using here the methods get and set to make changes. As we know that we have already chosen the name, age and grade for a student, and in choice of 2 we have already asked the user to give the name, age and subject for the teacher, but still we can make changes. This is the feature of private access specifier. For public, we cannot use this feature. Actually, this will not work there, but in private private access file, we can use this. So this was my 4th choice, and now the time for 5th choice. So if you want to exit the program, we can choose 5, and else it will give us invalid choice. Please enter between 1 to 5. Just you can check here. I have given the enter choice like Mohit Das, then it's give me invalid choice. Please enter between 1 to 5. So this was inheritance plus polymorphism. I hope this is clear. In next video, we will discuss some new point. Thank you very much. Stay happy and healthy. Bye bye.